Hey guys, so I wanted to do an update quickly of the orchids that I got when I first arrived in the UK. These are the ones that I've had the longest. I got them from a orchid nursery in the UK, so their delivery time was really quick. I've ordered the Dendrobium because it was on special, on sale. And then they had like a deal going on where you could do 3 seedling plants, or kind of young plants, a little bit older than seedlings, and they chose them for you. So it was a surprise. So I enjoyed the sound of that, and for really cheap. So I thought, why not? So the 4 of them arrived, and I was, to be honest, really unimpressed. They all had no roots. They all were just like in really bad condition. As you can see, this one is, we'll explain as we go. But a month and a bit later, about a month and a half later, we seem to be on the right track with at least 3 of them. So I'm hoping that if 3 out of the 4 survive, I've done a good job. So let's start off here. This is the Dendrobium Comet King Akitsuki. Now this is a nobly type orchid, so it's supposed to have a winter's rest, but I think it got a little bit confused with everything that went on. I potted it recently. It has a lot of these roots that you can see, sorry, it's super unstable, and that you can see there in the pot are dead. The only reason I kept them was to create some kind of stability in the pot. But it is putting out a new growth now, which is this little growth here, which has grown, probably doubled in size in the last week and a half. I don't think it's a bloom, to be honest, because these orchids are supposed to bloom from the canes. I do think that it is probably a keiki. I think this orchid went through a lot of stress, and I think it's trying to save itself. The cane is looking really good, nice and plump, so I do water it. I do let it dry, but I do water it because I'm not really sure what it's trying to do. But yeah, so we'll see. At least it's growing and it's looking healthy, so I'm not too worried about that one. I'll deal with this one last. So this is the miltoniopsis Maui Pride. So this one came this big, so it's a pretty big orchid, but yeah, not in great condition. As you can see, the leaves are all kind of wrinkly and flat. Sorry, we're focusing on the orchid behind me. There we do. Also no roots. Without this stake, it really just flops around. But it has started developing, since it's been potted up, it has started developing its new growth nicely. If you look between there. So, yeah, I've got hope for this orchid. If it's putting energy into a new growth, it's obviously doing alright. So, this one is, I'm pretty sure, a survivor, and I'm sure the new growth will start putting out roots as well. So, yeah, I'm glad I managed to save that one. It's beautiful. Now this is the Bergara Francine. Now as you can see, when it came, this is what the pseudobulb looked like. Its new growth also is pretty wrinkly, but it was in bloom. It had a flower spike. Where's the flower spike now? Let's see if we can find it. Oh, there we go. So it's just attached to the stake there. It is also a beautiful orchid, and since I've potted it up, she actually has made 2 new roots, I think, and then its new growth has started to develop. So again, I'm happy with this one. As you can see, the dehydration issue from having no roots, the tips dry and they get these accordion kind of leaves. But yeah, so I'm really happy with this one. She will be alright. Now this is a miltoniopsis. Now miltoniopsis can be funny orchids, and this was the back division, or the newest growth of the orchid that I actually received. So as you can see, it hasn't even developed into a pseudobulb yet. Now, the main growth, the main pseudobulb was going black, so it obviously had some kind of rot. So it was either throw the whole orchid away, because you know you don't really bring them back from those things, or attempt to divide it and see what will happen. So I divided it. As you can see, this has not died. It has not desiccated. This is a month and a half. It hasn't produced any roots. I only recently, about a week ago, if not even that, put it into this chamber. So it does have the gap in the middle just to get some oxygen in there. But this is just like its little humidity chamber. It sits in the sphagnum moss. And yeah, this is my plan to try and get it to do something, anything. So it's either going to die, it will either desiccate, or it will grow. So we'll see. But overall, I'm pretty happy. I think that they've done well. But I don't know if I'll buy orchids from that nursery again, just because I'm not impressed with the fact that I've had to do ICU jobs on most of them, and literally no roots, nothing, especially, no, all of them. This one, obviously, I just kept a few, but these three, nothing. So, yeah, I'm not impressed, not impressed. If you're going to sell young plants, you still have to look after them. So, yeah, anyway, guys, so that was just an update on my first 4 orchids. The other ones that I received off eBay are all in their little pots now. No one's died yet. So I think about Friday I will do an update on them, because then I think it'll be about a week in the little humidity pots. So from there we can see if we've got any growth. Thanks, guys.